Damn. Fucking bullshit. You must be daddy. You must be daddy. You guys know what that means. You must be daddy. You probably don't. So Tuco Salamanca, right? When he meets Heisenberg, right? When Heisenberg comes to pay Tuco Salamanca a visit, pays him a visit because, you know, Tuco Salamanca stole the pound of dope from Jesse Pinkman. One Jesse Pinkman, right? So, you know, Tuco says, oh yeah, I remember that little bitch. You must be daddy, right? Saying that Heisenberg is Jesse Pinkman's daddy, which I guess he kind of is, kind of was, you know. So, you know, tonight at the city council meeting, you know, I was told by John Racy to refrain from speaking, that I wasn't allowed to speak. But then I called him daddy. I said, yes, daddy. Whatever you say, daddy. And then he got mad. Got real mad. Looked at Chief Strong and, you know, couldn't help but try to get a bailout. Thought Chief Strong was going to bail him out. Chief Strong wanted no part of it. But yeah, they're rolling around with three of them now, you know. Three cops, you know, for a motherfucker with a camera phone, right? Oh, shit. Because the motherfucker want to say sorry. Sayonara. Right? Because the motherfucker want to voice his opinion, right? You want to say something you're not allowed to say. You ain't allowed to talk about Zionists and Muslims, right? Because, oh my God. You gotta walk on eggshells, right? You gotta step on eggshells. You know, because the Muslims or the small hats, right? They might get upset. You know. We just can't have that, guys. You know what I mean? We just can't have the small hats getting upset. You know, just like we can't allow deranged, childless, liberal white women to be upset, right? I mean, that'd be a national emergency. You know, it's a hate crime, right? Yeah, hate crime, or as I like to call them, noticing too much crime, right? Where you're just, it's a crime of inconvenience, right? You notice too much, and you know, you're just simply not allowed to notice too much, right? You have to be, you know, woefully blind, right? And if you're not, well then, like Smokey the Bear here, you see him, right? He's my conscience. He's my voice of reason. You know, I just asked a simple question. What would Smokey the Bear do, right? And Smokey the Bear would not allow joggers, right? White, brash joggers and fake, phony Muslims, right? Muslims. And God's chosen people, right? Smokey the Bear would not allow that sentiment to win out, right? So in honorance of our dear friend Smokey the Bear, right? We asked one simple question: what would Smokey do? And Smokey wouldn't put up with that nigga bullshit. We know that for certain. That Mr. Smokey here would get down to brass tacks, right? And so that's what we're here to do for you, as always. You know, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your service, right? Because if it wasn't for you, then what the fuck would we be doing this for, right? So you give us hope, you give us inspiration, and you give us motivation to kick some fucking sexy ass, right? So we're here to kick some sexy ass. We're here to take names. And of course, we're here to stir up shit. Hi. Canyon Right. 1476. Hi. Hi. How are you? Salutations, motherfucker. I like your hat. I look your hat. Well, thank you very much. You know, everything has a price, and this hat has a price. I'll start the bidding at $50 if you want this hat. Signed hat, express shipping, $50. It can be yours, right? It can be yours right here, right now. You rock, Maya Bear. Thank you, right? I appreciate that. You know, I again was born, you know, blessed, right? The Lord has blessed me, right? He has endowed me with inalienable rights, right? And can I leave this live stream? If you want. I mean, no one's stopping you, bro. I mean, this is a free country, right? It's not the Wayne Dispatch, guys. You don't have to be forced to have it appear in your mailbox every month, right? If you don't like the channel or the stream, or if you simply want to leave for any reason whatsoever, you can leave at any time. That's the great thing about, you know, people like me, is we don't want to molest you. You know, we don't want to, you know, make you feel trapped, make you feel burdened, right, Maya Bear? We don't want to imprison you in your own house and community. So, you know, of course you can leave the stream anytime, any place, at any moment. Damn, that's a tall motherfucker right there. But, you know, what can I say, guys? What can I say? God bless you. Bye. Okay, thanks. I just didn't want you to mad or sad. Well, I'm sad to see you go, right? We're always sad, but we understand here. You know, we understand that, you know, people got shit to do. Nobody's got time for all that, right? So, no, I understand, right? If you got shit to do, by all means, get it done and get your ass back here. And make sure you follow and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, like you like perky titties, right? Because we all love perky titties on this channel. And yeah, you know, support Disabled Vet Source on eBay. We have some new listings coming, and doing very well on Disabled Vet Source. It is helping to fund the pond stormwater conservation project, the pond, you know, the landscaping, the maintenance that it's going to require, right? The aeration and the pumps and everything. So we do appreciate that. That does go a long way. It also goes a long way in, you know, filing lawsuits, right? Keeping the fight going, because we are in the fight of our lives here, and unfortunately, you know, we have to be persistent, and that persistency costs money, right? There's just no way around it. So we appreciate the resources, we appreciate the support, Mama Bear, I have to go. Damn. No, no worries. I gotta go too. I gotta go inside. But I will be back. I will be back. Probably. You know. We'll meet again, people. We'll meet again, of course. I will be back. If you want to stare at my Toyota Camry seat, you may. If that's what, tickles your fancy. What you doing, Mile High Cuz? Trying to get a Mile High Cuz, right? That's what I'm trying to do, Mile High Cuz. I'm trying to get Mile High Cuz. And that requires me to temporarily leave this car. But I will be right back. Like I said, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Alrighty, everybody, how's it going? What are you doing? Buy something? I don't know. I don't know what you mean, girl. What you mean? What you talking shit? You talking shit? Because you got a 9-inch and I only got an 8-inch, so you're going to talk shit. Is that what it is, huh? That must be what it is, right? You got that 9-incher, or you got, even if you got that 8.1 and I only got that 8, right? Well, what if I round it up? What if it's really only 7.9? What if it's 7.9 and I rounded that shit up to 8, What if, right? What if I got inches and millimeters or centimeters mixed up, right? Yeah, that could have been too. But I think what it is you just think because, you got me beat by a 1/10 of an inch or something that, that makes you the boss around here. That might be true. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that. But we are in, of course, the lovely one of a kind shithole that is commonly known as the city of Wayne, Michigan. Now, like I said, it didn't always used to be a shithole. And as a matter of fact, at one point in time, apparently, the legend goes that this was a pretty decent place to live back when it was a village. and then it became a city in name only. And nice man driving and streaming. Let's go. Well, I don't know if it's that as much as, it's just kind of like transparency, right? Like, you don't really, because you're focused on driving. And so you really, I feel like you get the most honest version of yourself, right? I like to speak freely. I like to speak just while I'm occupied, I guess. I think it helps me to clear my thoughts, organize my thoughts, kind of speak out loud, so to speak, right? And a joint too, the Holy Trinity. No, I can't confirm nor deny that accusation. As a matter of fact, this is 100% grade A hemp, CBD, 100%, 0.0% THC, zilch, nada, right? So get your facts straight, buddy. But other than that, yes, we are live, we are in motion, and of course, as always, we are CBD in it for life. And like the boy Killjoy would say, we stay high, right? So take with it as you will. We're not talking about dope. We're not talking about marijuana. We're not talking about any of that stuff on this channel, because this is a family-friendly endeavor. Well, yeah, we have to drive safe. I mean, these suits aren't going to pay themselves, and assuming that the courts are going to continue to fuck us on the transcript, right, and everything else that we've been doing, assuming that the fuck games are going to continue, because we have no reason to believe that they're not going to. Well, let's just say that we're not trying to take life too seriously right now. We understand, what we're up against, and we understand that these people stop at nothing to lie and to, orchestrate, right, or obstruct, right? They want to obstruct and delay and deny and, spoil, right? They want to spoil the momentum, and they want to chill you. Unfortunately, cold as ice. I am chill, bro. Thank you, my nigga, for reconfirming what we all needed to know. Yeah, we're chilling, we're just, like I said, we're pre-gaming it. We got some shit to do tonight, mainly make money, and got to get this pond, right? Everything, there's more cost associated than just building it. We gotta be prepared for everything. Gotta be prepared for everything, guys. Every fucking thing. So, you know, what can I say? What can I do other than, you know, if you know, you know. If you don't, well, you'll know soon enough, right? See what the feds, right? They're listening in, right? The Wayne PD, right? They're listening in, probably on that overtime, double time, right? Watching our live stream, shooting the shit with you guys, and I guess my ops, right? My ops as well are tuned in. We love wedding cakes. We love wedding cake. We love the good shit. And, we love each and every one of you, the haters. You know, again, we have hearings coming up on Thursday. We have you know, hearing coming up. We have different shit going on. Got a lot of different shit going on. What can we say? What can we do? I suspect that the city of Wayne's not going to want to negotiate on the pond, or I mean, excuse me, not the pond, rather. I don't think they're going to want to negotiate on the parking pad or the pool. And honestly, you know, why should I let them anyways? Why should I even entertain that, right? When in all reality, they really don't deserve, you know, like, because again tonight, right, they denied the FOIAs, the appeals, because, you know, they have something to hide, guys, clearly. You know, and we have a pretty good idea of what that is, and we know some things, and we can infer other things. I mean, we know enough, right? But we don't know everything. And, you know, we want to know everything. That is a must. Some good shit, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Smokey, we're just gonna hang out and do a little smoke sesh with Smokey. You guys stay tuned.